What's up guys, Poke here from Castle Clash, and today we're gonna talk about the good stuff. We're gonna categorize the different damage talents because there is so many damage talents these days and it can be confusing. And keep in mind this is mostly for the free-to-play and the very casual pay-to-play. For casual kind of like you've been playing for a year or so and you haven't spent Minotaur kind of a gemming kind of money, right? So the very casual pay to play and the free to play, because you don't have the luxury of hoarding all these talents or hoarding all these insignias and stuff like that. So you're always a little bit weary of putting which damage talent should I use and stuff like that. And the reason why I'm using this is because this is my two favorite pure damage dealing hero, is the Trixie Treat and the what's his name Boogeyman, right? Oh, I ran out of gold key. That's a new one. But anyways, that's kind of like the genre of the video today. It's all about the damage and what you need to do, what you need to consider before you put those talents into your new hero. Or if you're rolling, let's say you're opening up 20 talent boxes that you've saved up from a bunch of Fortress Feud, from a bunch of stuff from Hero Collector that you won and stuff, and you're gonna start reading. You need to start reading on the hero, because this is the fun part. I mean, yes, asking other people in your guild is easy, but trust me, spend a couple minutes, read about the hero's description, the hero's skill description. It'll make your life a lot easier and it'll make you understand a lot more. I'm here to kind of give you a guideline, but at the end you have to make the decision and like, oh, you know what, this hero provides somewhat utility as well. Maybe I want her to survive a little longer. This hero deflects damage and stuff. But anyways, we can keep going all day and I can explain to you one hero at a time, but we're gonna do that on a different video. Today we talk mainly damage. Talent compendium right here. Quick introduction. What are the talents that we're gonna talk about today? The newly buffed revitalized, because look at this. We're gonna talk only up to 8, because the free-to-play and the casual might not be able to get level 9 runes yet. You'll never know. In the new update, stuff like that, they make it easier to get the runes. So this is one of them. Deadly Strike, right? So you're thinking about it. No, that's not. Wait. We'll talk about it in a bit. And in the old school War God and the Bulwark, still producing damage, right? The Sharpen, kind of like niche. The Feint, another niche talent. Brute Force, another niche talent. Iron Will, okay. We have Unholy Pact, Zealous Drive, and Sunder. I'm gonna say it in this video. I have a feeling that IGG Castle Clash is gonna make a hero specifically for this talent, because this is very OP if you have something that has a high attack speed and has better survivability than a Mahatma, and the proc is just alright, you know what I mean? Or the proc is just doing something that's nothing damage related. So this would be a good talent for that hero. So I don't know, maybe December hero, the Christmas hero, I don't know. Well, where do we start? We're gonna start from category 1, which is the pure damage, right? Pure damage. Pure damage is going to be, one of them is War God, right? Does nothing else. 90% damage, boom. It's like very simple, easy. What you want to put is heroes that their work is just damage dealing. For me, it is Boogeyman and also Dove Keeper in a way, because I'll explain why Dove Keeper. Maybe it could take a whole video for me to explain Dove Keeper, but Dove Keeper and Boogeyman. And don't put this on Trixie Treat because she has it built in. This is talent 1. Category 1 is gonna be the War God and the Unholy Pact. Is not much Not much to say. It's just damage, a lot of damage. Put it on those heroes that you think you just need them for damage, and be done with it. Category 1, damage only. This one receive 20% more damage. It's okay, but I'm gonna dish out the most damage I can. And now we move on to category 2. Category 2 is an interesting one because one of them is Iron Will. It is on a setting where you could probably, you want to finish up the battle within the time given of this hero's talent specifically, right? Because for this one, the first 18 seconds you're gonna have 90% damage like a War God, and immunity to stun, fear, energy reduction. So those are all bonus. You have to pay attention to the skill of the heroes, because sometimes they already have immunity to stun, fear, energy reduction built in, so be careful. But the 90% is only gonna be on their first 18 seconds. If your heroes revive a couple times though, it'll come back, kind of like Anubis or Boogeyman. You can kind of use this if you use them in like a shorter period of time battle. Like for example, if you're doing dungeons, that'd be useful because insane dungeons, you don't really take that much time. Usually within 18 seconds, you will know if you're gonna pass a dungeon or not. And the other one is gonna be the newly buffed Revitalize. Revitalize is you're gonna proc, and you're gonna have extra 70% if it's 8/8, which is really cool. Because now, if you're free to play and you have your Revitalize, say Revitalize Warlock, Revitalize Trixie Treat, that you didn't change it to Bulwark, back then was the best. You didn't change it to Unholy Pact because it's not free to play friendly, you can roll it. You can upgrade it to 8/8 and you have 70% damage, which is nice for like Lost Battlefield, for all the other good stuff. PvP like Labyrinth and stuff like that, if you farm from those game modes. So that's category 2. Special situation, special talent, special damage, and it's nice because Revitalize, you don't have to worry about proccing. Very important for free to play. This is kind of precious in my opinion. Now we have category 3 that is a little bit kind of like quirky, but can dish out a lot of damage as well. I like one better than the other, but you let me know if you're free to play. I know you're more creative because you have to use whatever you have and be creative with it. Brute Force is one of them that increases 70% damage, and if this hero has a high crit rate, or if you put crit traits in this hero, it actually has the potential to deal 1 more times damage, where a default is usually 1.5. So if you add 1x, let's say this hero deals 10,000 damage, if it crits, it's gonna be 25,000. So it's 2.5 times damage. Anyways, we can get into that if you're really interested about Brute Force. And the other one I don't really like so much. It does have a little bit more damage than Brute Force, but it only has a dodge as a secondary. You can use this if you're like, you know, I like dodge heroes and stuff like that, and I want a damage dealer in one of my dodge heroes. You can kind of try it. I wouldn't recommend it. It's very, very niche. That's category 3. And then we have category 4 that's a little bit more utility, or if you want a slight survivability, I would say. That's gonna be, one of them is gonna be Bulwark. This is category 4. It's gonna be Bulwark, and the new cool talent called Zealous Drive. Now Zealous Drive, you have to be a little bit more careful, because even though it looks really nice, grants 1 range, increase attack by 65%, oof, more than Bulwark, reduces damage taken by 40%. Oh, that's pretty awesome. It's kind of like a Stone Skin with Bulwark combo, and with a +1 range. You have to keep in mind, it doesn't add range to melee heroes. Melee heroes like Michael, Skull Knight, Pumpkin Duke, it's not gonna add that range. I'm not saying that you should put a damage talent on Pumpkin Duke. I'm just giving you an example of what a melee hero is. So that's category 4. And then category 5, I have a feeling, right? Did I say it in the beginning of the video? So this is one of them. Category 5, kind of like a very niche. It doesn't boost your proc, but it boosts the normal attack. And guess what? At 8/8, it has a chance to deal damage equal to 18% max HP. That's a lot of damage. So this is one of them, and the other one we already know is gonna be the Deadly Strike. Deadly Strike is one of those that's been used for Skull Knight and stuff to just crit and hit a lot of damage and stuff for the regular attack. And for the Skull Knight proc type, it just buffs his attack, and you multiply it by 15 after that. It's massive because his regular attack gets buffed by his proc, and then you add some more stuff. I know I'm talking in circles, but and then the last one, and in this case I think it's the least one because I don't know any hero but Heartbreaker that can use this, or unless you have kind of like a hero that you put a lot of crit damage in. Again, I don't know who I would do that to, because this one will increase crit rate and increase the accuracy by 20%. The accuracy is kind of nice because, you know, my talent, my heroes have a lot of accuracy. But the crit rate though, I don't know. Maybe crit damage. I haven't even looked at how much crit damage you get, how much boost you get from level 12. Let's check it out right now actually, but this is a very, very rare occasion. So this is category 5. So let me know in the comment section if I have cleared up a little bit for you and stuff, and make sure you read the description of the hero, because some of these talents they have built in already, so be careful. Like Trixie Treat, for example, and Lady Leo. I know nobody probably uses Lady Leo anymore these days, but you'll never know if you're free to play, you're just starting out, you read. Lady Leo has a bulwark built in, so this chick could probably use Sharpen because she has critical hits. She has a 1x additional critical hit damage already. She has kind of like a brute force built in, if you know, you want to call it that way. What else can we discuss? Oh, I wanted to see the buff that we get if you are at this point. Again, this is for free to play, so probably most of you are gonna be at about level 11 or something, right? Let's see, 80 crit resist. There is no crit damage added to any of this. So no, they haven't done anything to kind of buff Sharpen, in my opinion. But let me know in the comment section if I'm, you know, if this is not accurate to how you feel and stuff like that. But this, like I said, I've given it a lot of thought, and I've made it into 5 different categories, and hopefully it'll help you decide. For example, you free roll a Revitalize, you know who to put them on. If you free roll an Unholy Pact, well, mostly Revitalize, you probably have them on a couple heroes already that you can just upgrade. But if you roll like Brute Force, you know where to put it. If you roll kind of like, but the most important thing is, of course, a category 1 or 2. War God, Unholy Pact, you have to know where to put it. Iron Will. So we can have a conversation the next time I live stream and stuff about this video, or also down in the comment section. I usually read all the comments and try to reply the best I can. And thank you so much for watching. As always, you guys are awesome, and Poke out.